What's the most important chakra that you feel like humanity right now needs to focus on? Because we know chakras is very important.
Bro, the heart chakra, man, we need to open up.
Chakra, okay.
We need to, you thought I was going to say the third eye?
I thought you were going to say the root chakra.
No, I say the heart chakra because, love is the highest form of nutrition ever, scientifically proven. And I think love and unifying will actually heal all the ailments, the mental illness and everything that's going on in the community. Us killing each other is for the lack of love of self and for the lack of love of each other. Us degrading the black woman in the black community is because of the lack of love of self and the lack of love of each other. Us eating these poor foods is because of the lack of love of self and the lack of love of each other. Us drinking tainted water, knowing that it's tainted, is because of the lack of love of self and the lack of love of each other. So I think we need to open up our heart space.
Yeah, even going to the heart chakra, a lot of people also have a blocked heart chakra because of so many trust issues with relationships. Cheated on, getting, that blocks someone's heart chakra if they're not aware of what's taking place. How does someone deal with healing their trust issues from relationships or being hurt?
The first thing you could do, we have to realize that there's no such thing as the physical body that's separate from the spiritual body. So if you detox physically, you will automatically detox spiritually if you're in the right environment. So, you can do things like the heart chakra permeates green. So go on a green fast, do nothing but green juices. You can also get rose quartz crystal, go to sleep with that rose quartz on your heart. Setting intentions is very, very pure too. When you're putting that rose quartz crystal on, you're going on these green fasts, imagine yourself, because mind creates matter. Without mind, it don't matter. Because mind is what creates matter. You see what I'm saying? Literally. Yeah. So if we have good intentions and pure intentions and we create our own ritualistic ceremonies to free up the meridian pathways from the heart to get that energy moving and move the obstructions and blockages, you will start finding yourself being able to trust and to love again. So I say, work with a lot of green colors because color therapy is real and it do exist.
And what about pink?
Pink is very good for love too, but pink is not feminine. Pink is a very, very masculine color.
Oh, really?
A lot of people don't know that. Pink is masculine. Pink is nothing but light red. Red is a masculine color. So pink is very, very, and that's why you see a lot of Africans wear pink or they wear a lot of multicolored outfits because they understand nature. See, nature will mix pink in with a red flower, with a violet flower, a purple flower, a green flower. So Africans come over here bringing their culture and wearing their colors, and we would call them tacky or say they mismatch. No, they're matching. They just not matching what you have been taught. They match in nature. See, and pink is very, very masculine. It's a masculine color, and it opens up the heart chakra as well. And if you look at the rose quartz is actually pink.
Okay, what is the most feminine color? Speaking of most feminine,
the most feminine color to me that I will say that it is indigo and purple, and that represents the Keter and the third eye chakra. And when you get into the pineal gland is very, very feminine in aspect. It's actually that black dot that creates all things, and it's a part of your intuitive side and waking up your spiritual eye. Once you get into creativity, you get into spirituality, you get into the third eye, you get into visions, premonitions, profiting, being a Nabeem and seeing the future, any of that creative space or that nurturing feeling, that is all the feminine aspect of nature. That's what you call the alkaline aspect of nature, the electron aspect of nature, not the protein, destructive, corrosive, acidic side of nature, which is the male principle. That's your left logic side. That's your logical side. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you start really seeing that male energy, you start seeing red, and that's why you see the root in that sacral is red. And that's why they use that for sexual stimulation. You want to stimulate somebody sexually, put them in red. That's why McDonald's use red for they boxes and for their fries. That's why you see on Valentine's Day they use red for they color. It's all to do with the sexual organs.
Speaking of red, red is a very masculine color, represents the root chakra. A lot of males right now, sometimes they will have too much masculine energy, too much chaos energy. How does a male balance out that chaos energy? How do they balance out all that masculine energy that builds up, especially when they go on semen retention?
Semen retention is amazing, but they do build up a lot of masculine energy. But you got to take that energy, or what you call the crystals, that holy anointed oil, and you got to raise that kundalini, and you got to make sure it get executed at the 33 vertebrae, which is the reason why Christ died at 33 in the city of Golgotha, which means skull. You see that? Then he connected and illuminated the 12 cranial nerves, which is the 12 disciples. So, look, all religions represents the body, but the best way to truly transmute that energy is tapping into your alchemist bag. Become the alchemist, using and playing and working with your inner child. If you want to really raise that feminine aspect of who we are, working with your creative side, getting in nature, painting, man, that really brought out my feminine side and balanced me out. You know what I'm saying? Stretching, doing yoga, because a lot of males think yoga is feminine. I mean, they think it's like you're being so-called homosexual. No, that's literally, you know, since when stretching and doing, he doing the splits. Boy, get your ass off. You doing a split. Females do that. No, this is stretching. I'm releasing blockages. You know, since when we males that have been in captivity for over 400 years, we look at anything that's healing and nurturing as feminine. Like it's homosexual when it's not. We need the feminine principle and the masculine principle to create ma'at, or what the Bible calls just weights and balances.
Yeah, they need that TLC energy to really take care of themselves, making sure they're stretching and journaling for their mental health.
What you just say, journaling is amazing. Journaling as well. And look, elemental alchemy, or what they call elemental magic, working with elements, is some of the most therapeutic feminine things that you can do. Working with the elements, getting out in the sun and doing your yoga in the sun, stretching and breathing, getting out, taking your shoes and your socks off, wiggling your toes in the soil or in the sand. You know what I'm saying? When that wind blows, stop and really like see how precious that moment is as the wind blowing. Just lean your head back and breathe in deeply, feeling these elements, working with fire, working with water, doing water rituals, doing candle baths. Ain't nothing wrong with a man doing a candle and crystal bath. Like, these things is what brings out your feminine aspect, but will also keep you balanced. So I'm all about tapping in the divine feminine, man.
Yes, and that's what a lot of the males need. We need that to really balance out the. You know, when you have too much masculine energy, you get too mad, you get too
get chaotic, man.
It's really really chaotic, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna really help your mental as well. So yeah, but that's all, you know, we're gonna wrap it up for today, Yahki. You know, it was a pleasure having you on this interview, you know, really a pleasure for having you for this first video on our channel.